Hello, welcome to another Retrocore's hardware review, and today we're taking a look at the Anbernic RG34xx. Now, do you remember when Anbernic used to make their own designs? They used to be pretty good, didn't they? With the metal base bodies of various different consoles and quite unique designs for the time. Well, these days it looks like they can't be bothered and they're just going to copy a Nintendo Game Boy Advance, the original model. But how well have they done it? Well, let's take a look at the actual console here. And as you can see, it is very nice indeed. The construction of it is solid, easily just as solid as a real Game Boy Advance. There is no creaking, no give. The case is made out of premium plastics. And as you can see, the screen size is also pretty decent. In fact, let's switch it on so you can see the screen size in action. It's using an IPS display as well, so you know it's going to be very high quality. Now on the device we've got our usual buttons, plus two extra ones up here, which you can just about see. On the top of the device we have our extra set of shoulder buttons, as well as the two standard ones. We've got a menu button here and a reset button there. We've also got HDMI out, the USB-C for charging, and also two micro SD card slots. One of them contains the BIOS while the other one contains a load of ROMs. And in the back we have our rechargeable battery. So I'll put the specs of this device on the screen up there so you can check them out. But yeah, as far as design goes, it is pretty much a Game Boy Advance. We even got the headphone socket and the volume dial, although it's not a dial on this one, it's actually a switch. But it does have a little bit of spring back action, which is very nice. So let's take a look and see what we get when booting it up for the first time. So as you can see, we've got our game room here, RetroArch or RetroArch, I never know how to pronounce that, and various different apps such as a music player, video player, and so on. Our favorites, history, search engine so you can search for games, settings, and that's about it. So into the settings we go, and as you can see, it's the usual selection of settings that these devices always seem to have. Although we do have a separate RetroArch settings here, which is very nice to see. We can also reset the configuration for the RetroArch. Very nice. It does have network support, so going into here you can set up a Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, and Moonlight, whatever that is. Yeah, IP address, maybe it's some sort of a FTP, who knows, but you can also do that. But I'm not going to connect this to my network because I'm going to show you this stock out of the box. Alright, so let's take a look and see what systems it has under the normal games room. Okay, we've got PSP, PlayStation 1, Nintendo DS, Arcade or Vertical Arcade. In that case, Neo Geo, the usual Capcom CPS selection. More arcade stuff there, Game Boy Advance, very fitting. Normal Nintendo. Sega 32X, Mega Drive, Sega Master System, Super Nintendo, Game Boy Color, Game Boy, PC Engine, Neo Geo Pocket Color, Game Gear, and Wonder Swan. Going into the RetroArch section, we've got pretty much the same selection with a couple of extras, such as Open Beats of Rage, Dreamcast, Atari, Atomic Wave. Yep, and as you can see, MSX as well, and Mega CD, pretty cool. Naomi comes on the arcade, PC Engine CD and PC Engine. So yeah, we've got a lot of good stuff on here. Wonder Virtual Boy as well, and Wonder Swan. So I'll tell you what, I'm pretty interested in seeing the Dreamcast run and see if it works without any issues. So we do actually have, how many Dreamcast games? 39 games in the Dreamcast folder. And I'm going to boot up, we've got Dead or Alive. Dead or Alive is usually a tricky one for emulators to do. There we go, Dead or Alive 2. Let's see if it plays this without any issues. And let's get a little bit closer into the screen. So here we are with Dead or Alive 2, and what I want to see... Yeah, as I was saying, what I want to see is if it kind of skips frames here on the introduction, because some emulators will skip frames on this game during the introduction. I've got to say, it's pretty loud. And it's not distorting either. Okay, you can hear it on the audio. There are some skips there, but it seems pretty stable. Okay, let's. I might as well go Kasumi. And now let's just see how well it plays. I mean, is it going to be skipping during the introduction? Nope. Oh, a bit of panty action there. See if we can kick Tina out the window. No, maybe not. Yeah, there is some frame skipping. You can actually hear it in the audio. But it doesn't look too bad when you're playing it though. Yeah, you can hear a few more skips there. Yeah, I was slowing down there. You could easily tell. But it is still fairly playable. Okay, let's take a look at Game Boy Advance running on here. Alright. And I'm going to go with one of my favorites, Tekken Advance. Ah, nice. They've got the proper screen filter on there. You can see it. Nice. And that makes it look a lot more authentic, actually. Okay, let's get into the actual game. It's pretty cool. Now, as regular viewers of the show will know, I absolutely suck at Tekken games. And this one is no exception. Although I did win. Okay, let's press the menu button. Yep. Got our save states, the usual type of selections. Display effect, dot matrix. Let's just switch that off and see what difference it makes. HD, scanline, fast. Oh, hang on, actually, let's go with HD, see what that does. Oh, it's pretty much the same, but minus the dot matrix effect. Which do you prefer? Okay, I want to take a look at a Game Boy Advance game which has a little bit more action to it. Something with a bit more fluid speed, I should say. Maybe like a racing game. That'll be able to give us a good impression of the frame rate on this. So we've got Crash and Nitro Kart, but I can't stand Crash Bandicoot. I wonder if they got that YY Racing on here from Konami. There's 920 Game Boy Advance games in here, so it must be on here. Right. Although they don't seem to be in proper alphabetical order. There we go. No YY Racing. What's YY Racing called in English? Can't remember now. Okay, I just looked up on Google. YY Racing in the West is known as Crazy Racing, spelled with a K. So I'll tell you what, we'll take a look at the search feature and see if that can help us find the game. So let's, it's not touchscreen, is it? No. Okay, so let's go with Crazy Racing. There it is, Konami Crazy Races. Okay, it is on there, nice. So this will give us a good idea of the actual frame rate. Get into the actual game. And that is moving lovely. So yeah, this is a Game Boy looking device, a Game Boy Advance looking device, and it plays Game Boy Advance just fine. Let's check out a couple of other systems. Okay, so here we are taking a look at the PC Engine CD-ROM version of R-Type. It's actually known as R-Type Complete. And you can see, just like Dreamcast, we have these little borders on the side of the screen here, because it's not a 4:3 display. But you can switch them off. So basically, you just go into the menu system here. You go into the shaders section, and let's see, is it the shaders section? No, it's not shaders section, is it? It's the on-screen overlay. There we go. Okay, and switch that off, and we have got rid of those borders now, but we still keep the aspect ratio, which is good. So let's just see how well it runs PC Engine CD-ROM games. I gotta say, the screen is really nice. Nice and smooth, look at that, 60 frames per second, no issues. Oh bloody hell, up the arse. Alright, let's check out a couple of other systems running on this. So we saw a couple of games running on it there. Not too bad at all, although PSP could have been a little bit better. It was quite stuttery, wasn't it? What I want to do now is check out the HDMI video option out. So I've got my mini HDMI cable here. Let's plug it in and see if we can actually get a picture without having to reset the machine. Okay, it's plugged in. Screen's just gone off on here, but not. Oh, hang on. There we go. The TV has recognized it, and yeah, it's working just fine, and the sound is coming through too. So let's choose a PlayStation game. We got 157 PlayStation games on here. We'll just go with something simple. We'll go with Bloody Roar and see how well it plays. Is it going to be a laggy mess or not? We'll soon find out. So I'm going to go over here in the corner, and hopefully this is not too much in the way of the screen. And oh, there we go. Thought it blanked out. Now actually, this might be a good test for the overlays, wouldn't it? So I'll tell you what, we'll press the menu button and we'll go into the screen overlays. Okay, actually it's shaders that we want, so let's go into the shaders and let's load a preset, CRT. We'll just go with a CRT aperture. I can see the scan lines already have come on. Okay. Apply changes, yes. Okay, changes are applied. Let's get out of that, resume. The unrelenting... As you can see, it's come up with the Mega Drive overlay that I put on. Alright, so here we go with the actual scan line switched on, and it does seem to be a little bit slow, but let's get into the game and see how it handles. Pressing the button now, and now. Well, a little bit of a lag on there, I think. Press and punch now. Yeah, there's definitely a bit of lag there. Okay, let's turn off these overlays and see if that makes any difference. Okay. Okay, well, first we'll turn off the shader. Video shader's off. And on-screen overlay off. And let's get back to the game. Oh yeah, that's way better, more responsive. Press and kick now. Yeah, that's much better. Punch now. Yeah, much better. So when you put the overlays on, you do get quite a bit of lag in there. So keep the overlays off and the shaders off. And now it works really, really well. Alright. Let's check out some Nintendo 64. Okay, we've got 10 Nintendo 64 games on here. Suppose we'll have to go with Wave Race, I guess. I've got to say that the image on the screen, this is a 4K panel by the way, it's not bad. I mean, it's not the sharpest in the world, but it's not too bad. Especially considering it's coming from something like this. And we do have this proper stereo sound as well. I noticed the pause then, did you? Wave Race. Just that came up with English and German.
Select your watercraft, please.
Or was that Dutch? I didn't read it properly.
Welcome to Dolphin Park.
Even through HDMI, Nintendo 64 is still a blurry mess. Okay, let's see how this works.
Follow that dolphin.
Now obviously we can't use all... Oh yeah, as I expected. I was going to say obviously we can't use all Nintendo 64 games because we've got no analog controller.
To start
and this is a prime example.
Select the race from the pause screen menu.
So we can't play that. Kind of defeats the point of putting Nintendo 64 on there, doesn't it? Okay, but you know, it seems to work at a decent frame rate then. Alright, let's check out Nintendo DS. Okay, here we are in the Nintendo DS section. As you can see, we've got 10 games on the device. Let's go with Contra 4 then. Okay, no idea what this is like. I don't remember playing this. Okay, we've got a little stylus there. We've got split into 2 different screens. Oh, way forward. Oh, this could be hit or miss actually. Oh, weird. For Game Boy, sorry, for Nintendo DS, the sound's coming through this, not the actual TV. That's weird. Okay, let's get into the game. Arcade mode, yeah, let's get into it. Now what I want to see is if we can actually put this on full screen without having that screen down there. Let's see if we can do that. Oh, actually, no. This is the game which uses both screens. Hey, but I tell you what, doesn't seem to be any lag. That seems to be pretty good. That's quite loud. Let's turn that down. Okay. But as I was saying, yeah, it doesn't seem to be, well, I mean, there is going to be lag, but there doesn't seem to be any real noticeable lag. That's not bad, actually. Okay, just out of interest, let's see if we can change the screens. Okay, yes we can, alright. Okay, let's see if we can go with, yeah, top screen only. Top screen only and bottom screen only, alright. So yes, you can customize the screen layout as well. Very nice indeed. So what did you think of the RG34xx? It's not bad, is it? As I said at the beginning of the video, the build quality of this device is very, very solid. It really feels good in the hand. And these buttons are very easy to get to as well, even for someone with small fingers, or short fingers I should say. And the fact that we got HDMI out is an extra bonus. I do like it. Now, one thing I didn't tell you at the beginning of the video is what you get in the box. Well, that's because it's the usual standard affair. So inside the box, we have our little baggie which the machine comes in. And we have a little lanyard, instruction manual, a glass screen protector. This is the case that the SD card came in, and a couple of screen wipes. And in here, we've got our USB-C cable. Now, as you can see on my one, it came from MacD. Or MacDIY, however you pronounce the company. I've asked them and they never seem to tell me either. So that's where I got mine from. I'm going to put a link in the video description down below if you want to get yourself an RG34xx. Maybe there might be a discount coupon, I don't know. I'll reach out to MacD and see if we can get a discount coupon for you lucky viewers. Alright, till next time guys, keep on gaming and enjoy your games. See ya.